Devonta Smith gets upgraded to day, which means he's probably going to play a preseason game, and the Eagles make a couple cuts following the first preseason game.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got a lot to talk about. But before we do that, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Whether you're old or new, turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. And be sure to hit that like button. It goes a long way for the channel, and it's greatly appreciated. Philly Nation. Follow your boy on Twitter at Philly_Mike25 so you can get at me and hear first reaction when it comes to Eagle news. It's just behind the YouTube scene, Eagles. But you know how we start these videos.
Eagles! Eagles!
Now let's get into it. So I want to start with a guy who got cut again. Well, he was on a practice squad last year, but Adrian Killins Jr., AK-46, a fan favorite, a guy that a lot of people want to see in some speed packages on kick returns, punt returns, something along them lines. Now, this all season was different for him because he worked solely with the wide receivers. He wasn't listed as a running back. And in the first preseason game, you saw him play some wide receiver. He had a nice fly route up the seam, wide open, would have probably scored a touchdown, but Nick Mullins was super late and he threw a pick. So I gotta blame Nick Mullins. Big Pick Nick. Somebody in the live stream said it. I love that name. Gotta blame Nick Mullins for AK-46 getting cut already. He scores a touchdown that probably changes the narrative. But all jokes aside, it was going to be hard for him to make it as a wide receiver unless he could have a couple tags on special teams, wide receiver, running back. But hey, he got a shot last year on the active roster, had 2 rushes for like negative yards. It wasn't really his fault with the offensive line and a bad play calling, but AK-46, I hope, you get a job somewhere or maybe find yourself on our practice squad. I thought he would at least make it to day 3 cuts, preseason game 3, not the first preseason game. Another cut was Caleb Wilson, a tight end who I didn't even know was on the roster. So that is what it is. Now, a couple things non-Eagle related. Jason Peters signed a deal with the Chicago Bears, 39 years old. I should have put the picture right there, but I didn't download it. 39 years old and will play tackle for the Chicago Bears. More power to him. And this is a guy we looked at in the draft. Now, we went wide receiver because both stud cornerbacks, the top 2 corners in this draft, J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain, went right before us. But look at Patrick Surtain, first preseason, jumps the route, pick 6. Shout out to him. I'm glad that Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn is not a Dallas Cowboy. Now, look, no slight to Micah Parsons. He's a good player. But I think if they would have got a Patrick Surtain or a J.C. Horn, I'd be a lot more scared because of the fact that it's a passing league and we could probably take advantage of a Kelvin Joseph, a Trayvon Diggs. Fulgham did it last year. But shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to the Broncos and the Panthers for not allowing the Cowboys to get that corner piece. Now, Devonta Smith, he's day-to-day. That's a great upgrade. He was out there warming up. Look at him getting in and out of his breaks. He looks good. I do believe we will see Devonta Smith in one preseason game. Not the game that's Thursday against the Patriots, but I do believe the third game we might be able to squeeze him in, but don't rush it. MCL light or not, don't rush it. We've had a bad track of bringing guys back too early, and whoop, there it is. They're injured again. So take your time. First overall pick or first round pick, 10th overall. You got to make he got to be a corner piece for the future. And I'm not in no hurry to see him. I want to see him, but I ain't going to risk his health. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Now, I want to talk about Jalen Hurts because he went 3 for 7, and a lot of people are making this a huge deal. Why? Two drops accounted for four of two of his four incompletions. It's a small sample size. He could have went 5 for 5. I wouldn't have been going crazy. Just like I'm not going crazy for the 3 of 7. It was such a small sample size. You got to give him time. But the offense was crisp. He moved the ball. I like what I saw. That pass that he threw to Dallas Goddard was one of the knocks on his game. He can't hit the intermediate routes to tight ends. That's not his game. He can't do it. And that was a touch pass right in Dallas's hand where he got 15 to 20 yards yak because of it. That was a beauty. Now, as much as I have faith in Jalen Hurts and I want people to just give him a shot, we will grade him how he needs to be graded when we see. Last year, we saw the upside, and that's what I'm basing my belief on, that there is an upside there to come out, and it's up to the coaching staff to bring it out. And Brian Johnson, a guy who's a good quarterback coach and a guy who knew Jalen since he was little, and Nick Sirianni, if they can't bring it out, no one can bring it out. I'm just kidding, but I believe in that. Now, he was inconsistent last year. 2 great games, 2 bad games, but I'm banking on the coaching staff, the talent around him, and the mindset of Jalen to put in the extra work. You hear that he's quizzing guys. Nick Sirianni does pop quizzes. So does Jalen Hurts. If he's walking down the hallway and he sees Jalen Rager, hey, what is this? What do you do on this route or on this concept against this defense? He's quizzing people too. The intangibles are there. Skill can be taught. And it's not even skill because he got a rocket. He can he can throw some touch passes. It's being consistent with his footwork and reading defenses. But I saw him, as we want to credit Joe Flacco for checking into the play where Quez caught a 75, 79-yard touchdown. And somebody said it was a bomb. No, it was literally a -3 pass that he took 83 yards, but only 79 counted because it was -3. Jalen Hurts checked into that Dallas Goddard play. He saw the defense, he checked into it and hit Dallas Goddard. So I got to see more. I'm not going to say he's an all pro quarterback, but I'm not going to sit here and rag on the guy. He is my quarterback number one. I support 100% until he gives me a reason to not support him. If he gives me that reason, then we'll talk about it. But we had blind witnesses for Carson Wentz. We can't get any witnesses for Jalen Hurts? Come on now. Be better than that. Be better than that. McNabb got treated like that. Vic got treated like that. Jalen Hurts is already kind of getting treated like that. Come on, man. Put two and two together, and we better than that. Come on now. With that being said, Jalen Hurts is our guy. Support him until he gives him a reason not to. You can be worried about him being consistent. You can be worried about the fumbles. You can be worried about the football stuff, but give the man a shot. Give the man a shot. With that being said, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming up, some collabs. I got an announcement to make. Um, got the new mic, and we'll see you on the next one. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section about Jason Peters, Patrick Surtain, Devonta Smith, Jalen Hurts, and what do you want to see? How long do you want to see the starters against the New England Patriots on Thursday? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.